Orale, Total Trucker Mas movies and shows. And here we got the movie The Silencing. The Silencing came out in 2020 and is an hour and 33 minutes long. Rotten Tomatoes has it way down there at 20%. You can find this movie on Netflix, YouTube, Google Play Movies and TV, Fandango at Home, and Amazon Prime Video. Getting to the description, here we go. A reformed hunter and a female sheriff get caught in a deadly game of cat and mouse when they set out to track a killer whom may have kidnapped his daughter 5 years earlier. All right. Well, first of all, I'm gonna go ahead and rank this movie a little higher than what Rotten Tomatoes has it. They have it at 20%. I don't have it that far low. I actually found this movie somewhat interesting to a certain extent. When I watched the trailer to this movie, I was thinking the whole movie was gonna be about him out in the forest, um, getting hunted, and at the same time hunting the person who's hunting him. That's the way the trailer played it off for the most part, but that's not really what I got. So basically, well, first of all, it's got a bunch of actors that I don't really know, except for the main actor. The main actor, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know his name, but he was in the movie Shot Caller. He's been on quite a few different movies. You'll definitely know him when you see him. So he's a little bit of an alcoholic because 5 years earlier, his daughter went missing, and his daughter went missing under his watch, right? He was with his daughter and she went missing. And fast forward 5 years later, he's turned into this kind of alcoholic. He lives by himself. His wife is not with him. She left him for some other guy that's in law enforcement, and he lives by himself with a dog, and he is in charge of a good plot of land out in the wilderness, out in the forest, and it is illegal to be hunting there. So he's there to enforce the law. Hey, no hunting here. Now he has set up cameras all over the place, and it comes across his screen. Some young girl is getting hunted by somebody, in camouflage. So he can't make out who the heck it is. So using his hunting skills, he goes out there to save her. And see, that's what I thought. That's what I thought the entire movie was going to be. But no, it's actually just it's a portion of the movie. The other portion is finding out who this guy is. Who is the guy who is kidnapping people and hunting them for sport? Because it comes out that, hey, you know what? There's a lot of young girls missing, and it seems like this guy is up to it, but nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows who it is. Nobody knows, hey, is there some guy who loves hunting, and they find the bow and arrows and the spears, and that's the way he likes hunting. And that's kind of the cat and mouse game right there that the description is talking about. At the same time, you have the female sheriff who's involved in all of this. Her young brother is a huge troublemaker. So you have the sheriff. At the same time, her brother is a complete outlaw. This guy cannot get it together. He has a troubling past. He went to a foster home when he was a kid, and he was he was abused. So he's a very, very troubled individual. So the sheriff is dealing with that at the same time, trying to figure out who the heck is this guy in camouflage that is hunting down young women, and at the same time trying to work with this guy, the main character here, but there's a conflict of interest. So they're kind of, bumping heads. Look, I enjoyed this movie. I did. I thought it had enough twists, enough turns here to keep me entertained. Um, I'm not going to say it's a great movie, and I'm not going to say it's a must watch, but I don't feel like I wasted my time. I thought it was pretty decent. It was definitely worth watching, but you don't have to make the time to watch this movie. If you got time to spare, it's interesting enough. I enjoyed it enough going on to keep me intrigued. The way it ended, a little bit, it doesn't really fulfill me because I'm like, well, I was expecting for it to grasp me a little bit more on who the bad guy is, and that's the part where it kind of failed. But nonetheless, I enjoyed it. Pretty decent movie. That is The Silencing. Cholo Trucker, M.A.S. Movies and Shows. Catch you guys on next one.